Hello! So for this video, ang pag-uusapan natin is an example of a Taylor series expansion. No? So para mas maintindihan natin yung paano na-derive yung mga Taylor series natin. So let's have first this example. No? Ito yung pinaka-basic sa lahat ng Taylor series. No? So basahin ko siya. Determine the Taylor series expansion of f of x is equal to e raised to x when centered at 0. So, ang emphasis ko dito is yung statement first na when centered at 0. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, yung a natin is equal to 0 or yun na nga, magma-Maclaurin series tayo. Ayan. So now, although same din lang naman yan, no? Ite-Taylor series expansion natin yung e raised to x class. So, paano natin siya gagawin ngayon, no? So, kailangan bumalik kayo sa inyong basic understanding of differential calculus. So, you need to recall na, di ba, ang derivative ng e raised to x or d dx, d over dx ng e raised to x is simply e raised to x din lang. No? I assume most of you, since you are now a second year or higher year engineering students, alam nyo na kung ano yung secondary or ano yung mga formulas ng basic differentiation, no? So gagamitin natin 'yan. Take note, no, sa Taylor series, we will expand kung pwede as many derivatives as you can, no? So if kaya mo ng 10 derivatives, so that's better. But if siguro konti lang yung number of derivatives na kaya mo, wala namang problema doon, no? Basta siguro ang basic rule of the thumb, at least 7 or 8 man lang, no, na derivative. So, in other words, dapat ma-solve mo from first to 8 derivative, no? So, yun yung needed natin dyan. So, now, ang gagawin natin, so, yun na nga, yung f of x natin is e raised to x. So, syempre, di ba, pag first derivative, alam nyo naman na ang first derivative is simply, i-differentiate mo lang itong original function, no? So, d over dx ng e raised to x. And nagkataon na, yun na nga, ang first derivative din lang naman yan is e raised to x. Nakukuha po, no? So, now, yung sunod na i-consider natin, kapag kinumpute mo yung second derivative, di ba class, ang second derivative is simply the derivative of the first derivative. So, in other words, i-differentiate natin ito mismo, yung first derivative. Kasi, yung third derivative naman, i-differentiate mo lang yung second derivative. And yung fourth derivative naman, i-differentiate mo yung third derivative. So, ganun lang naman siya, no? So, here, i-differentiate mo. Pero nagkataon na yun na nga, yung d over dx ng e raised to x is babalik at babalik rin sa e raised to x. So, actually, dito pa lang may pattern na. So, halimbawa, for the third derivative, so, d over dx ng, again, second derivative. So, ayan, no, e raised to x. So, it is still e raised to x. So, I think nakikita nyo na, no, yung pattern niya. Kahit nga, pikitan mo na lang to, let's say, fourth derivative, yun na nga, d over dx ng e raised to x. So, still, that's e raised to x. So, as you can see, there is a pattern here. Nakukuha po, no? Then, again, halimbawa lang, if you want to determine the fifth derivative, so, here, d over dx ng, ulitin natin, ito na naman, nung fourth derivative, so e raised to x. And again, huwag ka nang magtaka, lalabas din lang naman yung e raised to x. So, ibig sabihin, for this scenario, kahit pahanapin mo pa yung 1,000th derivative, still ang mahanap mo pa rin dyan ay e raised to x. Nakukuha po. So, ganun lang siya. So, now, yung next na gagawin natin is, dahil ang statement naka-centered at 0, or it is just a Maclaurin series. So here, ang next na gagawin nyo is isa-substitute nyo yung 0 doon sa x. So here, magiging e raised to 0. And kapag kinumpute nyo siya, e raised to 0 is equal to 1. 'Di ba no? Kasi nga, basic rule of the thumb, any number raised to 0 is 1. So, ganun din dito, f prime 0. So, dahil e raised to x din lang naman siya, e raised to 0 is equal to 1. Ito, no? So, yun yung ginagawa natin na sunod, no? Dahil nakalagay centered at 0. So, dapat e raised, ano siya, no? E raised to 0. So, here, yung next na gagawin, f double prime ng 0 is another e raised to 0. So, that is 1. Kasi nga, isa-substitute mo yung 0. So, feeling ko naman, nagigets nyo yung pattern niya. So, here, f triple prime ng 0 is another e raised to 0. Then, ito naman, fourth derivative, e raised to 0 is 1. Then, fifth derivative, so another e raised to 0 is 1. So, very obvious, no? So, yun na nga, mukha man siyang intimidating at first, pero may pattern. And usually, may consistency naman siya. Kaya, by practice, makikita mo din lang naman yung pattern. So now, if we are going back to the Taylor series expansion, so 'di ba no, yung Maclaurin series is siguro wag ko na yung gagamitin natin yung summation. Kung maalala nyo, that's f raised to n ng 0 over n factorial, then x raised to n from n is 0 to infinity, or yung expansion niya is f of 0 plus f of 1, first derivative ng 0 over 1 factorial times x raised to the first power, tapos second derivative over 2 factorial x raised to second power plus third derivative, then 3 factorial x to the third power, then plus fourth derivative with respect sa 0, then 4 factorial x to the fourth, plus f or fifth derivative, ayan siya, over 5 factorial, then x to the fifth. So, plus so on so forth. So, kung yung iba na lilito dito, take note na galing lang naman siya dito sa Maclaurin series, no? Yung discussion natin a while ago. So, ito. Parehas lang naman siya. So, the next thing that you will do is to simply substitute. So, gamit lang ako ng ibang ink. So, as you can see, yung f of 0, ito siya. And yung value niya is simply 1. So, ayan. Then, sunod, yung f prime 0 o yung first derivative, so that is 1 ulit. So, syempre, isa-substitute ko siya dito. So, that is 1 over 1 factorial times x. Then, sumunod, ito din, second derivative. But as you can see, the second derivative when x is 0. So, ang value niya is 1. So, magiging 1 over 2 factorial, then x squared, no? Then, sumunod, third derivative naman, pero as you can see, ito siya. Yung third derivative is 1, kaya 1 over 3 factorial, then x cubed. Then, for the fourth derivative, so, 1 ulit siya, sasubstitute mo dito. So, 1 over 4 factorial, x to the fourth. Then, yung x, consistent na yan, hindi mo na siya gagalawin. Ang isa-substitute mo lang or yung papalitan mo lang class is yung derivative. Nakukuha po, no? So, here, for the fifth derivative, ito siya, 1 ulit. So, ito papalitan mo ng 1. So, 1 over 5 factorial, then x to the fifth, then plus, so on so forth. So, when you try to simplify this or ayusin mo yung pagkasulat, So, ang kalalabasan dyan ay 1 plus, pag kinompute mo to, 1 over 1, very obvious naman, no? Kaya nga, as of now, I'm not using calculator because Taylor series can be solved even without calculator, no? So, ayan, no? So, 1 over 1 is 1. So, magiging x. So, lagay lang natin as x. So, yun na, no? F of x. Then, sumunod, ito lang, i-rearrange ko. X squared over 2 factorial plus x cubed over 3 factorial plus x to the 4th over 4 factorial then plus x to the 5th over 5 factorial plus so on so forth. So, this one is automatic our Taylor series expansion, no? So, allow me to enclose it to give emphasis of the answer. So, ayan na siya, no? So, here, okay na yan. Fill lang natin. Oops, pangit. Anyway, to give emphasis na lang, manu-manuhin ko na lang siyang i-box. Basta, yan na yung sagot natin, no? By Taylor series expansion. So, if we go back here, ito yun, no? Yung f of x equals e raised to x. And as you can see, kamukhang-kamukha siya nung na-solve natin, no? Because, ganun naman talaga, no? Yung Taylor series. Okay? So, to further understand the idea, allow me to recall ang ginawa ko. So, first is kinonsider ko yung given na original function. And yung second is hinanap ko yung derivative to the nth part hanggang sa kung saan ko pa kaya. Ayun, no? Generally speaking, ang suggestion ko nga sana is at least 7 or 8 derivative. Pero kung katulad nito na napaka-obvious naman ng pattern, maybe you can stop at the fifth derivative, no? So, yun, no? Unang step, kinonsider natin yung function. Second step, dinerivative natin hanggat sa kung saan natin kaya. Tapos, yung third step, yung mga derivatives, starting from zeroth derivative, by the way, itong original function, it's just the zeroth derivative hanggang sa kung saan ka natapos, sinubstitute lang natin yung sinabing value. Sa case natin, centered at 0. So, yung 0, sinubstitute natin dun sa mga derivative. Then, pang-apat, kung yung mga values lang ng derivative when a is 0 nga, sinubstitute lang naman natin dito sa original na Taylor series expansion ito. Then, you just simplify. Take note lang, no? Pag nagsasubstitute kayo, huwag nyong galawin yung x. Fixed na yan dyan. So, actually, ang lalagyan mo lang naman ito, yan, ayan, yung mga derivatives lang, yung sasubstitutean nyo. The rest, it's already fixed, no? So, to further understand this, let's have a different example. So, determine the Taylor series expansion of f of x is equal to sine of x when centered at 0. So, same context, yung a natin is 0 or it's considered as Maclaurin's series, no? So, ayan siya. So, ang mangyayari for this one, yun nga, f of x tayo is equal to sine of x. Ayan. So, but before that, we need to recall first your understanding of derivative. So, di ba, no? Kung kanina, alam natin na d over dx or the derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Dito rin, kailangan mong balikan yung trigo function. So, d over dx ng sine of x is equal to cosine ng x. But take note, no? Higher order derivative ang gagawin nyo dito. So, kailangan mo din na maalala yung sa cosine. Pasiguro lang. So, d over dx ng cosine ng x is negative sine x. Di ba, no? Again, you'll go back to your basic calculus. Derivative ng sine is cosine. Derivative ng cosine is negative sine. So, bakit ba? Napaka importante niyan because syempre, yun yung magiging basis natin sa sa pag-derive nitong Taylor series natin. So, ayan na. Naibigay ko na sa inyo yung mga rules of differentiation. So, ang gagawin nyo lang naman dito is first derivative. So, syempre, derivative ng sine of x. So, ano ba ang derivative ng sine? So, yun na nga, cosine of x. So, sumunod, for the second derivative, is d over dx. This time, yung i-differentiate mo itong cosine. Kaya dapat derivative ng cosine ng x and that will result to negative sine of x. My solution are just based dito sa mga rules of differentiation natin. So next, for the third derivative, so here, d over dx ulit siya, pero this time, negative sine ng x. So, paano siya? Ilalabas ko muna yung negative. Di ba, yung derivative lang ng sine of x is cosine of x. So, dapat negative cosine x siya. Then, sumunod, yung fourth derivative ng x is d over dx ng, syempre, yung i-differentiate mo, ito na, no? Na negative cosine x. So, ang kalalabasan dyan, negative. Tapos, take note, no, ang derivative ng negative, ang derivative naman ng cosine ay negative sine x. Kaya, negative times negative is simply positive. So, yung fourth derivative is actually sine of x. So, yung sunod, yung fifth derivative, ayan, is syempre, i-differentiate mo ulit yung sine of x. And ang kalalabasan dyan is cosine of x ulit. So, ayun, no, matyaga-tyaga talaga dito. Again, balikan mo yung rules of differentiation, no. So, sumunod, sixth derivative, d over dx ng, syempre, cosine ng x. So, that's negative sine of x. And seventh derivative is d over dx ng negative sine x. So, negative, derivative ng sine is cosine x. And finally, for the eighth derivative, that's d over dx ng negative cosine ng x. So, yun na nga, ilabas ko yung negative. Tapos, derivative ng cosine is negative sine x. So, negative times negative magiging positive. So, actually, kung i-observe mo, itong computation natin, may pattern yan. 'Di ba, no? Sine, then yung first derivative, cosine, then yung second, negative sine, then sumunod, negative cosine. Pero, after ng negative cosine, babalik yan sa sine, then sa cosine, then negative sine, then negative cosine. So, kumbaga, there is this cycle for every 4 part. Ayan. So, ito, 4 parts. So, kumbaga, as learners in mathematics, it's very important for you to know the patterns or to look for the patterns, no? So, ito, no, halimbawa, gusto kong mahanap yung ninth derivative. Well, I'm expecting na automatic ang sagot nun, cosine of x. 10th derivative, negative sine of x. 11th derivative, negative cosine ng x, and 12 derivative babalik sa sine of x. So, kumbaga, I don't need to compute all of it because, again, mathematics is all about pattern and there is actually a pattern. Okay? So, hindi ko na isusulat, no, yung remaining derivatives, no, kung nagets na rin lang naman. So, yung next na i-consider natin is dapat i-substitute mo yung a is 0. So, halimbawa lang, dito, no, magiging f of 0. So, sine of 0. So, actually, alam kong 0 ang sagot dyan. Pero kung hindi kayo naniniwala, you can simply use your calculator, no? So, I will give you some time to check. Halimbawa, I think a few seconds is enough. Try nyo ngayon, sine of 0, sigurado ako, ang lalabas dyan is 0. So, ganun din dito, for the first derivative, f prime ng 0, this time, cosine ng 0, and ang lalabas dyan, sigurado ko 1. Try nyo. Again, itry nyo, no? Because, wala namang masama, no? Basta sine of 0 is 0, cosine of 0 is 1. So, yung sumunod, lagay lang ako ng arrow as your guide. So, f double prime ng 0 is negative sign ng 0. Eh, di 0 ulit yan kasi nga, ang sign ng 0 is 0. So, kahit pa yan mag-negative. So, dito naman, for the third derivative, so, that's negative cosine ng 0 and sigurado ko, negative 1 ang lalabas dyan. So, ganun yung magiging solution dyan, no? Then, ito ulit, for the fourth derivative, so here, fourth derivative at 0 is sine of 0. So, that is 1 ulit. Tapos, for the fifth derivative, so f of 5 of 0. So, that's cosine of 0 or 1. Sorry, for the fourth derivative, I made a mistake. It must be 0. So, ayan siya. So, for the sixth derivative naman, substitute mo siya, f6, 0. So, negative sign ng 0 or 0. And for the seventh derivative, so f of 7 of 0. So, negative cosine ng 0. And the answer there is negative 1. So, for this one, f of 8 ng 0. So, sine of 0 is 0. So, ayan yung mga na-compute natin. You can verify their values. You simply pause this video and try to check each of them using your calculator. Ayan, no? So, now, yung magiging final step natin, isulat ko lang yung gagayahin natin na Taylor series. So, yun na nga, f of x is, ano siya, no? F of 0 plus f prime 0 over 1 factorial times x plus f double prime 0 over 2 factorial x squared plus f triple prime 0 over 3 factorial x cube. Since hanggang 8 derivative yung nahanap natin, di isulat ko na lang siya hanggang 8 derivative, no? Wala namang problema doon. Mahaba lang siya. So, ayan, no? Then, f to the 5th ng 0 over 5 factorial x to the 5th. Then, f to the 6 or 6 derivative over 6 factorial x to the 6, no? Madali lang naman yung pattern niya, diba? Hindi naman siya mahirap sundan. So, f 7, 0 over 7 factorial. So, x raised to 7. Then, sumunod, f8, 0 over 8 factorial. Then, x raised to 8 plus so on so forth. So, ayan. So, now, substitute natin. So, here, yung f of 0. So, sine of 0 is just 0. Then, substitute 0. So, ayun. Then, sumunod, itong first derivative, f prime 0. So, as you can see here, so that's 1. So, you simply put 1 over 1 factorial. Again, yung x, lagay mo lang. So, for the second derivative, here, the second derivative is 0. So, lagay mo siya, 0 over 2 factorial x squared. And for the third derivative, so, ang kinalabasan niya, negative 1. So, di ilagay mong negative 1. Negative 1 over 3 factorial x cube. Then, yung fourth, ito siya. Pakisundan na lang, ito yung fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So, yung fourth derivative, 0 over 4 factorial x to the fourth. Then for the fifth factorial, that's 1, fifth derivative, over 5 factorial x to the fifth. For the sixth derivative, 0 over 6 factorial, then x to the sixth. And for the seventh factorial, seventh derivative, negative 1, 7 factorial, x raised to 7. And for the 8 factorial, 0 over 8 factorial, x raised to 8, then so on so forth. Kasi hanggang dun lang kinaya yung powers natin. So now, we can actually eliminate those terms na may 0 because of course, any number multiplied by 0 is still 0. So ito, this one, this one, no? Di ba, no? Kapag minultiply mo yan, 0 over 2 factorial, ito, no? Halimbawa na lang, 0 over 2 factorial, 0. 0 over 4 factorial, 0. 0 over 6 factorial, 0. 0 over 8 factorial is 0. So, nonsense din lang naman siya. So, ang isi-simplify na lang naman natin is yung mga may value. So, halimbawa, this one, 1 over 1 is 1. So, x lang siya. Dito, take note na negative siya. So, para magandang tingnan, ima-minus ko. Then, itong x cube, lipat ko lang yung sulat. So, magiging x cube over 3 factorial. Tapos, yung fifth derivative, positive yan. Kaya, ang kalalabasan, plus x to the fifth over 5 factorial. So, yung seventh derivative, as you can see, negative siya. So, here, minus x to the 7 over 7 factorial plus so on so forth, no? So, actually, very obvious naman kung anong magiging kasunod niyan. X to the 9th over 9 factorial, then minus x to the 11 over 11 factorial, no? So, that's simply the, Taylor series expansion. So, automatic, ito na po yung sagot natin. So, allow me to box it for emphasis and let's check, no, kung tumama siya doon sa na-discuss natin or na-establish, no, na f of x equals sine of x. So, kung titingnan mo, tama naman siya, x minus x cube over 3 factorial plus x to the 5th over 5 factorial minus x to the 7 over 7 factorial, so on so forth. So, goods ito, class, no? So, this is, another example for the Taylor series expansion. So, for the remaining series, katulad nitong tatlo na hindi ko na ipapakita, but the logic is just the same, kayang-kaya nyo naman na siya. So, I do hope, no, with this video, na-gets nyo yung Taylor series. So, thank you so much.